Your house might be leading you straight to financial ruin without you even realizing it. A lot of people still do not realize that their living space can have a direct impact on their finances, health, and overall happiness, and this becomes even more concerning when we ignore the subtle influences of spiritual energy and feng shui that could be silently affecting us. But do not worry. In this video I am going to reveal 5 signs of houses with the worst kind of energy. These are the kinds of homes where negative energy constantly blocks growth and progress. Are you living in one of them? Watch the video until the end to protect yourself and your family from these unwanted effects. Before we get started, take a second to leave a positive affirmation in the comments below, something like a personal commitment to attract good things into your life. For example, I choose to live in a home filled with lucky energy, or anything else you truly wish for. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more content like this. Let's work together to create a space full of positive energy for growth and success. Alright, let's dive in. 1. The house with a shifted center in feng shui. There is a principle that may sound simple but actually determines the entire fate of a house, and that is the stability of its center. A house needs to be grounded at its core in order to attract good energy and retain prosperity. This means its structure should be balanced, and the central point of the house must be in the correct position. However, many modern homes today make a serious mistake that often goes unnoticed. The center is shifted outside the main layout. Imagine a person without a spine. No matter how strong their arms and legs are, they simply cannot stand firm or walk steadily. A house is the same way. If a home has a large missing corner or an irregular layout, such as an L shape, a cross shape, or an uneven U shape, the energy flow inside becomes like a leaking stream, constantly draining away with nothing retained. Wealth arrives at the doorstep but turns away. Good luck does not stick around, and the homeowner may find that no matter how hard they work, they never seem to get ahead. Life feels unstable, financial mistakes are common, and being deceived becomes more likely. Here is something surprising that few people know. Many of the houses that have ended up in foreclosure or auction due to bankruptcy have one thing in common: an imbalanced structure with a heavily shifted center. That is not a coincidence. When a home's foundational energy is disrupted, the people living inside it are more likely to lose their sense of direction. Their businesses stall, their mental health suffers, and they tend to make poor choices at critical moments. And just like that, a downward spiral begins, all because of something that seemed so minor. But if your home has this issue, do not panic. You do not necessarily need to tear down walls or rebuild the whole thing. That is not always realistic. Feng Shui always offers gentle yet effective solutions. You can use Feng Shui items like citrine crystals, brass calabashes, or a bagua mirror placed in the right direction to adjust the energy flow. Another smart option is to plant greenery in the missing areas to symbolically fill in the energy gap. Plants like the jade plant, lucky bamboo, or snake plant are great choices. Not only do they help balance feng shui, but they also create a soothing, harmonious atmosphere. The key is to recognize the problem. Many people live in a house for 10 or 20 years without ever noticing its energy structure. They just feel that something always feels off, always tired, but can never figure out why. Once you understand what is happening, even small changes can lead to real transformation, like realigning the spine of a body that had grown used to being out of balance. And when that alignment is restored, everything else starts to function more smoothly. 2. A house at the end of a dead-end alley. It sounds ironic, but while many people seek a quiet, secluded place to live, they accidentally choose one of the most problematic locations in feng shui. A house located at the end of a dead-end alley. At first it may seem ideal: no noise, no traffic, total privacy. But from the feng shui perspective, a system based on how energy flows, this kind of placement can lead to stagnation, blockage, and an overall sense of heaviness in the home's energy. Picture the alley like a tunnel or a pipe that carries energy, and the house at the end is like the bottom of a funnel. All energy, good or bad, gets funneled into that one spot, but because there is no exit, the energy gets stuck. It cannot circulate. This kind of stagnation in feng shui is the root of many problems. Just like in the human body, if your blood is not flowing, illness sets in. If energy is not moving, luck does not arrive, and prosperity cannot enter. Many people who live in this type of house describe the same feeling, like life is always a step slower. Everything is harder than it should be. Work does not progress, relationships get strained, and golden opportunities seem to slip away just when they are within reach. In some cases, residents even find themselves caught in legal troubles or messy conflicts, things they never imagined would happen. Now, of course, not everyone living at the end of a dead-end alley is doomed, but if the house already has weak energy, this kind of unfavorable location can create long-lasting blockages. The bad news is you cannot exactly move your house, but the good news is you can adjust the energy flow and lighten the atmosphere with a few practical solutions. One of the easiest things to do is to plant tall greenery in front of the house. Not only do plants bring life, but they help redirect and soften the flow of energy. Trees like the lucky bamboo, areca palm, or ornamental aca with tall, upward-growing leaves are especially effective. Another tip is to place a bright light near the front door and turn it on every evening. This acts as a way to pull in good energy, like lighting the way for luck to find you. If possible, you could add a side window or create small openings for air and light to enter the house. Even a tiny vent that lets sunlight and wind in can break the energy blockage. And if renovation is not an option, just make sure the space inside is clean, well lit, and airy. Open the doors during the day to welcome sunlight and increase the home's vitality. And last but not least, your mindset matters. If you already know your location is not ideal, then it is even more important to stay positive, be kind to others, and keep your inner energy calm and strong. That way, your personal energy field will help counterbalance whatever is lacking on the outside. 3. A pool or water feature in the West. In traditional Eastern feng shui, there is a vital concept called the four celestial creatures, which corresponds to four symbolic animals: the azure dragon, the white tiger, the vermilion bird, and the black tortoise, representing the four cardinal directions: east, west, south, and north. Each direction carries a unique type of energy that directly affects the home's fortune and the lives of those who live there. Among these, the west, represented by the white tiger, is believed to be the place where wealth, savings, and accumulated treasures are protected. It is a wealth-holding direction, not a money-draining one, so anything that disturbs the energy in this area could silently but steadily drain your finances. One of the most common and most dangerous feng shui mistakes in modern homes is placing a pool, pond, or any water feature in the West. At first glance, having a pool next to the house might sound relaxing, refreshing, even luxurious, but from a feng shui perspective, water is more than just a cooling element. It symbolizes wealth, abundance, and the flow of money. If water is flowing in the right direction and placed in the right area, it acts like a river, bringing riches into the home. But if it collects in the wrong place, like the West, it is more like a financial leak. Money seems to disappear, and you do not even know why. This is especially risky with man-made pools or stagnant water features, like still ponds or decorative basins with no circulation. Stagnant water carries no life. It does not move or absorb positive energy from nature. Instead, it gathers negative energy and becomes a kind of invisible quicksand that buries wealth. The homeowner might find themselves always working hard but never saving money, investing heavily but seeing little return, or unexpectedly losing money due to illness, accidents, or legal troubles. What is even more concerning is that the trend of building modern villas or townhomes with pools at the back which often happens to be the western side, is becoming more and more common. People focus on beauty and luxury, forgetting the importance of energy flow. If your home has a pool or pond in the west, do not freak out. Feng Shui never encourages drastic changes if they are too complicated. You can balance the energy with simple, gentle methods. Start by boosting the positive energy in that area. Add bonsai trees with strong, grounded shapes, like fig trees, water jasmine, or money trees. Color is also key. Include decorations in gold, silver, or white to strengthen the metal element, which naturally aligns with the West. This helps stabilize the area and hold your wealth in place. Make sure the water is always clean and, if possible, gently moving. Installing a small water pump or fountain can wake up the energy and prevent it from becoming stale. And here is a small but powerful detail. Always keep the west side of your home tidy, bright, and clutter-free. Positive energy avoids mess and darkness. A well-maintained little corner is far more valuable than a large, neglected pool. In the end, remember this: Feng Shui is not some mystical superstition. It is the art of balance between nature and people, between space and mindset. If you take care of your home with intention and heart, positive energy will gradually return. Wealth will come back too gently, naturally, like water flowing in the right direction. 4. A house that is dark and lacks natural light, sunlight. It is the most abundant and powerful source of energy that nature has given us. In Feng Shui, sunlight is not just about helping us see clearly. It symbolizes positive energy, vitality, life force, and prosperity. Sunlight has the ability to clear away negative energy, cleanse the space, and fill the home with fresh, uplifting vibes. And here is the important part: a house that lacks natural light does not just affect your health. It also brings stagnation and drains the life out of everything inside. If you have ever stepped into a house that is always dark, where sunlight barely makes its way in, you can immediately feel the heavy, gloomy atmosphere. It is like everything is stuck. Nothing moves forward. The dim space makes you feel tired, drained, and uninspired. And when this condition continues over time, it can begin to affect your mental state. You may find yourself irritable, thinking negatively, and feeling trapped in an endless cycle. That is when the positive energy, or yang energy, starts to weaken, and the host becomes overwhelmed by stagnant yin energy, which invites unwanted effects. When yin energy dominates a house, the consequences can be serious. The first thing to suffer is your health. People who live in homes that are too dark often feel fatigued, low on energy, and more prone to illness. But the bigger issue is this: when yang energy is weak, negative energy becomes stronger, and that energy starts influencing everything in your life. Unstable emotions can lead to bad decisions, especially when it comes to finances, and that is exactly the path toward financial ruin that many people do not recognize until it is too late. You may have heard of homeowners who work hard, try everything, but still feel unlucky. Nothing seems to go their way. One major reason could be the lack of natural light in the home. In Feng Shui, light is the most important source of positive, life-giving energy. It brings balance and harmony between the yin and the yang forces in your space. Without it, everything becomes imbalanced. So what can you do if your home does not get much natural light? Do not worry, there are still ways to bring brightness into your living space. If you cannot open up more windows or change the structure of your house, try using bright white lighting. White light can help restore the positive energy in your home and make the space feel fresh and alive again. Another simple trick is to use mirrors to reflect light. Placing mirrors in the right spots can bounce light around and brighten the home without any major renovations. If possible, open your doors or windows in the morning to let in the early sunlight. Morning sun carries the purest form of natural energy, helping cleanse the space and recharge it with positive vibes. Even small changes like this, done consistently, can make a big difference in the feel of your home. And always remember, A bright home is not just a healthy home. It is a space where the owner feels energized, open to new opportunities, and ready to succeed. Because when the positive energy is strong, everything becomes easier. Work flows better, health improves, and yes, even wealth begins to flow naturally your way. 5. A house bought out of pride. There is a quote I really love from a very successful man, John Smith, an American billionaire who went bankrupt 4 times in his life. He once said, "Pride kills luck." That line is not just a warning for those chasing success. It is also a lesson in feng shui and in how we approach life and the assets we choose to own. It might seem simple, but you have probably seen this happen. Someone buys a house they do not truly need, but they go through with it just to impress others. These homes are often chosen for their flashy appearance, with the goal of showing off to friends or co-workers. "Look at my big, beautiful house. I have made it. I am successful." But deep down, are they truly happy living there? Or are they just stuck in a place filled with anxiety and stress, buried under a mountain of financial pressure? Buying a house to impress others, to boost your ego beyond your real financial ability, is one of the biggest traps in feng shui. When you buy a home you cannot actually afford to maintain, you open the door to endless pressure. The stress of paying the mortgage, keeping up appearances, handling repairs, and covering ongoing maintenance eats away at you. This slowly drains the energy of your home. You never truly feel comfortable. Your mind is never at peace. You constantly feel like you are chasing an image, one that is not even really you. Feng Shui teaches that the energy of a house does not just come from decorations or furniture placement, it comes from the state of mind of the person living there. A house cannot bring you prosperity, health, or peace if the person living in it is filled with worry, fear, or pretending to be someone they are not. When you try to keep up an image that does not match your true self or your financial reality, you create an unstable energy in your home, one that affects your finances, your relationships, and even your health. Now, this does not mean you cannot live in a beautiful, luxurious home, but buying a house should always be a smart, well-thought-out investment, one based on your actual needs and financial capacity. You do not need to keep up with anyone else. You do not need to live for the opinions of others. A truly valuable home is one where you feel at ease, where you feel like yourself, and where financial pressure does not weigh you down. That is a home with good feng shui, a space that brings you positive energy, good luck and peace of mind for you and your family. So ask yourself, are you buying a house to build a future, or are you buying it just to keep up appearances? Buying a home for your future means choosing a place that aligns with your long-term goals, where you and your family can grow, build your careers, pursue education, and nurture your inner life. But buying a house just to show off, just to prove you have something big, will eventually leave you living in a space that never really belonged to you. And that space, no matter how big or beautiful, will quietly chip away at your energy and your future. After learning about the feng shui factors that could negatively impact your home and life, now it is time to flip the script. Let us talk about the feng shui secrets that can help your home attract wealth and good fortune. Here are 5 powerful feng shui traits that can turn your house into a magnet for prosperity and financial growth. 1. High and open ceilings. One of the most important feng shui features of a good home is high and open ceilings. In feng shui, the ceiling is considered the sky of your living space. It represents openness, freedom, and the ability to welcome new opportunities into your life. When a home has tall ceilings, it allows energy to circulate more freely and naturally, keeping the energy flow strong and stable throughout the house. This not only creates a comfortable, airy atmosphere, but also plays a key role in attracting prosperity and abundance. A high ceiling symbolizes a spacious mindset, the ability to think big, dream wide, and stay open to growth. Living in a home with tall ceilings makes it easier for you to expand your thinking, feel more optimistic, and confidently go after new opportunities. That sense of openness keeps you motivated and focused, helping you reach your goals, because ultimately a wide, uplifting space filled with strong, positive energy becomes the perfect foundation for wealth and good luck to find their way to you. On the flip side, low ceilings tend to create a feeling of being boxed in, cramped, restricted, and even suffocating. Feng Shui sees low ceilings as energy traps. The flow of energy gets blocked, which leads to stagnation. People living in such spaces often feel stuck, hesitant, and less confident when making financial decisions. Over time, this can take a toll on their mindset, making them anxious, unsettled, and unsure how to move forward in life. Now, if your ceiling height cannot be changed due to structural limits, do not worry. There are still simple ways to visually open up the space. Try painting the ceiling in lighter colors, hanging pendant lights higher up, or using decorative elements like 3D wall art that creates the illusion of depth. These adjustments can help reflect light better, make the space feel more expansive, and allow energy to circulate more freely throughout your home. 2. A wide, open main door. The main entrance is known as the mouth of a house, the place where all energy, luck, and wealth first enter. That is why having a wide and open front door is a key element in good feng shui. In this philosophy, the front door is more than just the way people come in and out. It is also the gateway for positive energy or yang energy to flow into your home and bring prosperity with it. When your front door is open and unobstructed, positive energy can move easily into your house, filling your living space with freshness and vitality. But if the front entrance is blocked by things like a big tree, a trash bin, or piles of clutter, that energy cannot get in. Instead, it gets stuck, preventing good luck and financial opportunities from reaching you. That is why a clean, clear, and inviting entrance is not only welcoming to guests, it also ensures that energy moves smoothly into your space and spreads throughout the house. Remember, the front door is not just a physical entrance, it is the connection between the outside world and your personal sanctuary, so it is essential to keep that area clean, free of dust, and clear of anything that might block the flow of energy. Doing so helps your home feel open, refreshed, and ready to receive good fortune. Besides keeping it clean, you can also enhance your entryway with the right feng shui touches. Try placing a pair of lucky plants, such as the money tree, jade plant, or golden pothos, on either side of the door. These plants do more than beautify the space. They help boost the flow of wealth energy and attract success. Now, if your front door is located at the end of a narrow hallway, or the entry feels tight and closed off, energy may have a hard time flowing in. In this case, a clever and simple feng shui trick is to use a mirror to visually expand the space. Placing a mirror strategically can make the area feel larger and more open, guiding energy into your home more easily. Just be careful not to place a mirror directly facing the door. That can actually bounce energy right back out, which defeats the purpose of attracting wealth and luck. 3. Harmonious interior layout. In modern feng shui, one of the most important principles for attracting wealth and good luck is maintaining a smooth, open flow of energy throughout the house. Feng shui is not only about picking the right colors or placing lucky items, it is about how your space is organized. A thoughtful, well-arranged home allows energy to move freely, which supports good health, success, and prosperity for the people living there. When your home is neat, with clear walkways and no obstacles blocking energy movement, everything flows better, and that includes opportunities and wealth. On the other hand, if your home is cluttered, furniture blocks doorways, or there is simply too much stuff lying around, the energy will get stuck. That leads to stagnation, missed chances, and even financial setback. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to create an energetic and harmonious living space is by cleaning regularly, especially the hidden corners that are easy to forget. Dark corners and rarely used areas tend to collect stagnant energy, which can slow down your progress in work, health, or money. Keeping the house clean not only makes it physically more pleasant, but also refreshes and renews the energy in your home. Besides decluttering, color plays a big role in balancing energy. Feng Shui recommends using soft, warm, inviting colors on your walls, curtains and floors to create a sense of harmony and comfort. Shades like beige, soft yellow, light wood tones, or green are especially good. They promote calmness, support positive energy, and help create a stable and prosperous environment. In contrast, overly bright or extremely dark colors can increase tension and bring emotional imbalance, which blocks the flow of good luck. There is a key feng shui concept called the bright hall, which refers to keeping the space in front of your home, especially the area near the main entrance, wide and open. This is crucial for energy to enter the house freely. If that area is crowded or blocked by furniture or clutter, positive energy cannot flow in, and wealth will have a hard time finding its way to you. In addition to the entrance, the idea of bright hall can be applied throughout your home by making sure pathways are clear, rooms feel open, and nothing is in the way of energy moving naturally. The more open and balanced your space feels, the more it invites success, happiness, and financial abundance into your life. 4. A space with a gentle, pleasant scent. In Feng Shui, energy is not only invisible, it can also be felt through our senses, including the sense of smell. A home should not only be clean and airy, but it also needs to have a soft, pleasant fragrance to attract positive energy. On the other hand, if your home smells musty, greasy, or foul, that is a sign of heavy, stagnant, negative energy. These kinds of smells usually appear when the air in the house is not circulating properly, causing energy to get stuck. Pleasant odor can create a gloomy, suffocating feeling, and the mood of those living there will also be affected. If this situation continues for too long, Feng Shui believes that negative energy will rise, leading to problems with both health and finances. In contrast, homes that carry a light, fresh, and clean scent help activate positive energy. Natural fragrances like orange, cinnamon, grapefruit, or sandalwood are considered excellent Feng Shui tools. They bring a sense of relaxation and comfort, while also stimulating yang energy and attracting helpful people and good fortune. That is why scent is not just about aesthetics. It plays an important role in elevating the energy of your home. A pleasant fragrance is also often seen as a sign that the god of wealth is paying a visit, a signal that prosperity is on its way. When your space is filled with a refreshing aroma, it acts like an invitation, welcoming wealth, good luck, and new opportunities into your life. To activate wealth energy in your living space, you can use Feng Shui essential oils, such as cinnamon, orange, grapefruit, or sandalwood. These oils not only help purify the air, but they are also great for stimulating the flow of energy throughout your home. They bring a sense of relaxation and clarity while helping to balance the yin and yang energies within your space. In addition, it is a good idea to use odor neutralizers regularly to keep the air fresh and pleasant. At the same time, make a habit of opening your windows and doors each morning to let in fresh air. This is a wonderful way to refresh the energy in your living environment. Remember, allowing new air into your home each day helps cleanse the space and keeps your home full of vitality, making it easier for wealth and luck to find their way in. In conclusion, Feng Shui is not just about abstract theories and strict principles. It is a set of practical guidelines that can help us improve our quality of life and attract prosperity and good fortune. We have just explored 4 essential Feng Shui features, from high ceilings and open front doors to harmonious furniture arrangements and fresh, fragrant air, all of which contribute to creating a home filled with vibrant, positive energy, a home that supports health, wealth, and happiness for everyone living there. Feng Shui is not just about fixing or changing your house. More importantly, it is about understanding and applying these principles to create a balanced and supportive living space, one that helps your family stay joyful, healthy, and prosperous. And it all begins with small, meaningful changes in your home environment. Before we wrap up this video, I hope you will try applying some of these feng shui tips to your own home and see the difference for yourself. Feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts, feelings, or any questions you might have. For example, you could write, "I am creating a living space full of positive energy," or anything else you truly wish for. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it so you will not miss out on more valuable, fun, and spiritual content. Let us build a community together, one that lives in peace, surrounded by abundance and success. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again in the next one.